And welcome to another performance here at the Power Southwest Soundstage. My name is PK, Terry J. Hello, Denise.
Hello. Welcome, everybody.
How's everybody doing? How you doing? You excited to be here? Southwest Soundstage?
Make some noise.
Come on now.
There we go. Gotta get you excited.
We have AlunaGeorge. You guys ready? Couple of songs. We'll do some questions. Terry J, you also put it up on Twitter?
Yes, I put it up on Twitter. So actually, you can look at your phone. Hashtag AlunaGeorge961. If you got any questions you want to ask her, I'm going to be checking the feed throughout. And we're going to use, we're going to ask some questions that you might have.
All right, let's get our hands together. Power performance right now at the Southwest Soundstage. AlunaGeorge.
Hello there.
Hi.
Everyone's all quiet on you right now. You're like, hello. They're like, oh, my God. Right.
Well, thanks for having me. So,
You're welcome. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate you. I'm pretty excited. I got some questions, but we're going to do a couple of songs first.
Do songs first?
Yeah, we'll do the songs first, and then we'll go with it.
Brilliant. Okay. I don't usually go all in, babe, but you're a hand that I had to pay, and you took me all the way, made me lose more than I could win, babe. It's just a game I'm losing, but my debt is real deep, real deep. You think I quit just to cut you from my life, and I'm addicted to solitude. I'm not above love, I just ran out of air. I'm not above love, so it's not like I don't care. And I'm pushing you away, I wish I didn't have to breathe. I'm not above love, I just ran out of air. I'm not above love, I just ran out of air. You keep rubbing my heart like a bank, and I only got myself to thank. You keep rubbing my heart like a bank. No thank you, no thank you. And I gotta call you in, 'cause you're taking everything. You keep rubbing my heart like a bank. No thank you, no thank you. I don't usually overdose, babe, but you're a trip that I had to take. Another fix I couldn't waste. Now the edges cut too close. My head is spinning and I'm falling real deep, real deep. You think I quit just to cut you from my life, and I'm addicted to solitude. I'm not above love, I just ran out of air. I'm not above love, so it's not like I don't care. And I'm pushing you away, I wish I didn't have to breathe. You keep rubbing my heart like a bank, and I only got myself to thank. You keep rubbing my heart like a bank. No thank you, no thank you. And I gotta call you in, 'cause you're taking everything. You keep rubbing my heart like a bank. No thank you, no thank you. No thank you, no thank you. Alright, this next one is Mediator. No, what should we do? I remember. We do I remember. fabric in the folds. Lost memories get old. Tiny love left unsaid, like grains of sand left in my bed. And I've been trying, oh, dancing away the dead-gone days. And I've been flying, oh, the moment that I see your face. I remember goodbye. And the salted rain running from your eyes. I remember the fights burning deep into the night. I remember you said when I just woke up and I'm on your chest. I remember the sound of your heart racing when you do bad things to me. I wanna feel like it's the first night. I wanna meet you for the first time. I remember your smile when your face lit up and it felt so right. And it felt so right. And it felt so right. A coincidence or a trap, special moment or a slap. Tiny love will attack as it gets bigger behind your back. I've been trying, oh, dancing away the dead-gone days. I've been flying, oh, the moment that I see your face. I remember goodbye and the salted rain running from your eyes. I remember the fights burning deep into the night. I remember you said when I just woke up and I'm on your chest. I remember the sound of your heart racing when you do bad things to me. I wanna feel like it's the first night. I wanna meet you for the first time. I remember your smile when your face lit up and it felt so right. And it felt so right. And it felt so right. You said when I just woke up and I'm on your chest. I remember the sound of your heart racing when you do bad things to me. I wanna feel like it's the first night. I wanna meet you for the first time. I remember your smile when your face lit up and it felt so right. And it felt so right.
Applause.
Yeah. Come on,
Wow.
guys. Give it up.
Thank you.
AlunaGeorge.
Man,
That was
who's the
amazing.
guy that you remember? Who's the guy that you remember like that?
Ooh.
I was
Yo,
literally
I
thinking the
kind of
same
gotta
thing.
know.
There's actually a few of them, you know.
Yeah. I mean, like, when you're sitting down and you're writing a song like that, or the last one, how emotionally draining is it?
It can be actually very cathartic. I think I don't find emotions draining. I find them like once you're like processing them, they're actually more energizing because you're not kind of getting all clogged up and you're not kind of dragging around these inappropriate feelings around you. So that's actually something newer for me. Actually, getting something like an emotional process where I feel better at the end of writing a song. I think because I sort of developed my songwriting skills enough so that I could get like that perspective on my own life.
Yeah. Have you ever had one of the exes that you wrote a song about ask if it was for him or?
Not yet. No.
Yeah.
I imagine that people don't want the actual answer.
No, you
Can you
don't.
no,
imagine?
I-
us,
yeah.
Is that song about me?
And then you know it.
No.
Yeah.
I would be texting my friends, hey, guess what? AlunaGeorge just wrote a song about me, and she remembers.
Or it could be that song and you listen to the lyrics and then you just keep hitting replay because you're like, oh my God, she
Yeah,
felt
true.
that way.
And they're like trying to find like some specific hint that could make them sure. Definitely.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't put details in like that.
What's you brought up the songwriting process. What's that process like? And you said you were growing in that process.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be much easier for me to tell stories from like my friends or people I meet because I'm listening to their story and I'm thinking about it and I have this like, you know when it's easier to give someone advice on their relationship problems or whatever. It's kind of like that, and I was able to put that into the song because I like the whole picture in a song. I don't want just like a whiny sort of first perspective, like I'm stuck in the middle of this and I can't find a way out. I always want the way out of the song at the other end, otherwise I'm going to leave people really depressed.
That's such great advice for other songwriters as well, because I feel like in all my years of radio, I've never gotten an answer like that. That's incredible. That's
It's like me
great
watching
advice.
a rom-com.
If you guys are writing any kind of music, that's something to take away from it. What's it like? Because you're from the UK.
Yes, I am.
Musically, how different is it being in the US and?
It just feels different. I think there's maybe a much more of a love of hip hop, soul, and R&B in America, and so the kind of basis of our music is much kind of crosses over quite well here.
And very soulful as well, I'd say. Like,
Yeah, I mean, we do it without playing soul music as such. We're trying to do something that's our own thing, but I think the foundation of soul is to have that passion and that emotion in there. So it's, woven into the fabric of our music. So if you would like that, then then you're going to appreciate what we're doing.
yeah. I mean, passion's something you're definitely not lacking. I mean, it's wow. I mean, very powerful stuff for sure.
The first time you thought for yourself, I'm going to actually do this. I'm going to sing. And your first trip to the U.S., where was it and how was that experience for you?
Well, I mean, my first trip to the US was definitely a lot later than the first time I sang. The first time was in my local pub, and they had an open mic on a Sunday. And, just like a bunch of people just drinking and chatting and stuff. But usually people would get up and play the guitar and sing or play the piano and sing, and I didn't have an instrument. So it was kind of weird for everyone to
just rocked it a cappella?
A cappella, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they kind of stopped and were like, wow, she looks really nervous.
Did you know you were going to do that night, or was it on a spur? Oh, you did?
I
Okay.
did.
Yeah.
And I could feel the tension in the air as they were like, is she gonna
Is she gonna pass out or is she gonna sing?
Was she going to sing?
is she gonna be okay? It was like watching someone like die on stage.
Do you remember that song? What was the song you sang?
I sing Etta James songs if I'm doing
Oh,
something.
okay.
Oh.
Very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Now,
Those songs, I don't know who wrote them exactly, but the way they're written is that you don't need the accompaniment to get the full body of the song, which is that's pure songwriting for me.
I was going to ask who your influences.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? But I mean, my sort of musical education was like listening to my parents' music, which was very eclectic. They were kind of global people, and so I had like reggae and stuff on my dad's side, and my mom was listening to like Van Morrison and like James Taylor, and you know, obviously introduced me to Michael Jackson and things like that. So it was a real mixed bag. We had this like one African music CD that was like from Soweto, and it was like our jam.
Do you remember what it's called?
The Indescribable Beat of Soweto.
Okay. We got that on tape. I want to look that up.
Indescribable or Insatiable?
Okay. And my friend's gonna be like, "Where'd you get that?"
Well,
but yo, this is my jam. Let me tell you. I was put onto it.
It had all this like it's like really kind of like really interesting ways of like using vocals for like punctuation and like rhythm and things like that. I loved it.
Where do you want to take your sound? Is there a place that you haven't experimented with yet that you're kind of have in the back of your mind that you're thinking about?
Yeah, we haven't really tried any like metal drum and bass.
I have no idea what that is, to be honest with you.
Me neither.
Okay.
She's like, I'm just gonna put it out there. I was like,
just gonna throw it out there.
My mind just went. I was like, what does that mean? Give me an answer, because you know, as a civilization of people, we need an answer for everything. So I was like, metal drum bass. What is that?
Is that a real thing?
I was trying to Google it in my mind.
Is that a real?
I was like, I feel.
It's the calm. It's the calm. Like you know. Yeah. What was more nerve wracking, that first night at the pub, or the first time opening up for Sia?
No, there's nothing like
that first
singing a
night.
cappella to a room full of people drinking beer. Seriously.
Have you gone back, or do you want to go back?
Would I go back to that moment? I try and relive that moment on stage because there was something very pure about it. I was totally vulnerable, and you know, I was at the mercy of the attention of these people. And you know, for the Sia tour, we stripped it right back. So it's just me and the boys playing. We got a couple of lights, and that's it. You know, obviously Sia and Miguel have this whole production, and it's incredible, and it's very, very entertaining. And we're doing things in just like a really simple way. See if we can get through an arena tour with just the music. You know.
How is it being on tour with them, and what are you learning? What are you guys taking from this experience, looking at such acts like Miguel and Sia?
Well, definitely from Sia, I am thinking about production in a different way, because what she's done is she's got this incredibly deep creative process that she's honed and crafted into this very, very simple idea. And I like the fact that she's chosen to do things that have never been done before, and she doesn't have the kind of standard stuff going on. She hasn't built it like that. And I kind of want to think about it in those terms, like, if I'm going to put an extra bell or whistle on this stage show, what is it going to be? Is it going to be something that other bands have done before, like a bit of video? And I'm sure, you know, we'll do something like that. But my end game is like, all right, what hasn't been done before that could really, really give people that night where they just get surprised by the ability of a musician to kind of communicate with them in a new exciting way.
And connect with them, yeah. But I also think it's so difficult nowadays because so many different things have you know, artists are doing. Like, for instance, Kanye had that floating stage. Yeah. Sia has an incredibly artistic show, which is also, you know, so good luck on that.
There's
a lot.
I'm racking my brains.
If you had an unlimited budget, like if someone was like, we'll give you a blank check, you can do whatever you want for a show, give me 3 things you have to have in it.
Well, I would love, so the line drawing of our album is by an artist called Aaron Gregory, and it'd be incredible to have a giant sculpture made of light strips to create that in a 3D kind of world above our heads.
Okay, so that's one.
Amazing. I think maybe...
Gotta have like a live animal, maybe?
I think a waterbed.
A waterbed?
Yeah.
Okay.
For in between songs. Or for like the slower songs.
Okay.
Do you own a waterbed? Where does that inspiration come from?
I've never been on a waterbed.
Do they still make waterbeds? I don't know if they make
that.
Was it last time? Yeah.
I just want to get on one.
Yeah. Actually, we stayed. We're married. We stayed at one of our friends' house, and he was like, "Get the guest bedroom," and it was a waterbed. I'm like, "What?"
And it's like constantly motion. And
it's like the worst thing ever.
You're rolling, but you kind of like dip really hard to one side.
It was like cold.
Oh, is it cold?
Yeah, and we were up in the mountains. I'm like, oh, so all right. So waterbed, lights, and third item.
And then one of those sort of chariot chairs that gets carried in by
Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Game of Thrones or old? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
I need my queen check.
Until then, though, keep the pureness of because I kind of dig the fact that you're saying a big arena tour, but it's just you. You know,
Makes
there's
it
something
very personal.
pure about that,
Yeah.
and especially with your voice. I think that So, thank you so much for coming to our Southwest Soundstage. We appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Did you
Little
have
Ro-
any questions?
Anybody have
Jonathan?
questions here in the audience? You guys want to take some pictures here in a few minutes? All right, round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, thank you so much, AlunaGeorge. Thank you.
Power Performance, Southwest Soundstage. Terry J, PK, this is Denise, and check us out because we're paying your bills tomorrow, all day today, and then tomorrow morning we do that in the morning at 8.
Giving away money.
Giving away money. $1,000 an hour.
Yeah, man.
So unless you're rich, listen to us.
But I'm broke.